Hello everyone, welcome back to Lichfield Garden Centre. My name's Byron. I've not done a video for quite a few years, probably since COVID times actually was the last time we did some videos, and I just thought I'd welcome you back to the garden centre. Some of you might not have been here for a while, and obviously with the roadworks we've currently got in place at the moment, there's quite an awkward way to get to us. You can get to us, we are open all as usual. There is a diversion route to follow, but what I thought I'd do in the meantime, because the roadworks are due to last until about November, I'd give you some sort of idea of what we've got in stock here at the garden centre. And if you don't fancy travelling to us, you can always give us a call, pay for what you want over the phone, and we can deliver out to any area in Lichfield or a bit further afield as well. The roadworks obviously that they do to the housing development that's starting to take shape, as you can probably hear the noise over the fence here. That's due to last until November, so there is a diversion route in place down through Wood End Lane, but to save you having to drive, we thought we'd give you a bit of an overview of what we've got here at the garden centre. And if you fancy buying anything, you can give us a call. Our number is 01543 254 306, and then we can arrange delivery direct to you to save you having to leave the house. It's been a bit of a rubbish year so far, as most of you will probably know weather-wise. Not much summer. Indeed, you can see this morning the grey sky is still there. We've had a fair bit of rain overnight. But things are looking good, things are looking very lush, lots of green growth on the plants. There's been that much water this spring, so I thought I'd have a look and see what we've got in the way of our cottage garden perennials. So first up, looking good at the moment, especially this month, are these lovely Leucanthemums. These are also known as Shasta daisies. Some people call them Esther Reed daisies as well. Quite a traditional cottage garden plant. Lovely, lovely white flowers on them. When the weather's good and the weather's a bit drier, the hoverflies absolutely go mad for these. You'll find lots of hoverflies over these lovely sort of creamy yellow petals and leaves there. This one is quite a dwarf variety. This one's called Comet. This is a fairly new variety, but there's lots of other varieties available. Generally getting to about 3 to 4 feet tall, and ideal for the cottage garden border. If you've got somewhere towards the middle or the back of a border you want to fill, this forms a nice big clump and will flower through the summer, basically from about sort of mid-June onwards till about the end of August. Lots and lots of flowers. This is the first flush of flowers. They've just come in now, and there's lots and lots more buds still to come as well. But this one will tolerate most conditions. It's actually quite good for heavier soil. So if you've got clay soil in the garden, these will tolerate this quite nicely. Very simply, just take the dead flower heads off once they finish flowering. That will encourage all these new ones to come through as well. And eventually they'll form quite a wide clump. So you can see this one's in a pot with just a couple of stems at the moment. This one is £11.99. Generally for cottage garden plants, we do say to plant them in clumps of either 3s or 5s, so you've got a nice big impact with them. But if you've only got room for one, that's fine. Just buy one off us if you want to, that's no problem. And then you can dig these up later down the line, sort of 2 or 3 years down the line, and you can actually split and divide these into smaller plants. Or you could just buy some more from us instead. These will flower, as I say, till about the end of August, and then their foliage dies down to nothing in the winter. You would cut it back as you would with most cottage garden plants, and it'll come up then next spring. Quite good in wet conditions, so it's done really well this summer, but do keep an eye on the watering. They're quite fleshy plants as well, they're quite big, so do ensure they have lots and lots of water, and they'll reward you with lots and lots of flowers as well. And the more you deadhead them, the more they'll send up flushes of flowers. So 6 to 8 weeks of interest out of this one, and you can plant this in amongst other things like lupins, foxgloves, delphiniums, and we'll take a look at a few more of those next. So I've come to the front of the garden centre to show you the next plant in our cottage garden selection, these lovely Crocosmias. Also known as Montbretias, these flower later in the summer and they make, as you can see, quite a big clump in the garden. Lots of different varieties available, at least 4 varieties coming up in the next few weeks. We've got one variety in stock now, which is this red one, but there are sort of orangey ones and yellow ones available too. Also known as Montbretias, these will flower late summer, get to about 4 to 5 feet, make big clumps, and to be fair, they look after themselves pretty much. They don't need much looking after. Lots and lots of flowers on them. Again, good for wildlife in the summer, and these will flower probably until about the end of August, might be even into early September. You plant these towards the back of a border, and like with the Leucanthemums you mentioned just now, you can lift these up and divide them later on down the line. So that's Crocosmia. Also, some people know these as Montbretia. So that's Crocosmias. So next up in the cottage garden selection, we've got these lovely Monardas. This is a collection of 3 different varieties. We've got Balmy Pink, balmy lilac and balmy purple, which this one is just coming into flower now. This one's probably in the most flower. The others have got plenty of buds on them still to come. Now, Monarda is also known as the herb bergamot, so they've got a lovely fragrant leaf on these, and these are slightly shorter plants, a bit more compact, so better for the front of a border. Again, very good for wildlife. A lot of the plants nowadays are coming in with these plants for wildlife labels marked on, so if you are trying to create a haven for bees and butterflies and hoverflies and things, these are the plants to keep an eye out for, and they've got a little bee on the label of them. All these are £11.99. They're grown for us by a company called Bransford Plants down in Worcester, Bransford Webb's garden company. So all UK grown and very nice stocky chunky plants. With these again, they'll die down in the winter, so most perennials you cut right down in October time and then they form new clumps for next year. So these ones get to about 2 feet maximum and probably spread about the same as well. The other ones, the other two varieties, they'll be in flower short. There's plenty of buds on those. They'll be opening in the next couple of weeks. So again, you could plant these in conjunction with the Leucanthemums and the Crocosmias we've already talked about to make yourself a nice low maintenance cottage garden border. If you fancy any of the plants you've seen on the video today, do give us a call. Our number is 01543 254 306. We can take an order over the phone and we can deliver those out to you. It's £6.50 delivery locally to Lichfield. Alternative, we are open as usual. We're open from Tuesday to Sunday. We are closing on Mondays now for the next few months while the roadworks are on, because it's just not busy enough for you to justify us being open. The rest of the opening hours for the rest of the week is Tuesday 9 AM till 4:30 PM, and it's 4:30 PM closing right the way through to Saturday. Sunday hours remain unchanged at 10 AM to 4 PM, and you can find more details and everything, including all the updates on the road, at our website, which is www.lichfieldgardencentre.co.uk. And I'll speak to you soon.